What's going on, YouTube? Is real recognized real, and it only gets realer from here. And first, I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisces out there. Gang, you already know we in the build done. Also want to give a shout out to all my 2-2s, my 3-3s, my 2-2-2s, and my 3-3-3s, and my 7-7-7s. And shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also want to thank everybody for coming out to support the channel. Thank you. And those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell notification, be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're going to jump right in. So today, I'm going to be talking about the spaz out. Why Pisces spaz out on Libra. Now, why do Pisces completely lose their patience with Libras, okay? I'm going to break it down for y'all. So, it doesn't matter, like I say, whether you're a Pisces, Libra, or just curious about the zodiac compatibility. I'm going to break it down for you as this video is for you. Now, one thing to mention is that Libras, the very first thing, is that Libras, they keep dodging the real conversation, see? And let's say a Pisces be like, oh, quit dancing around it. Just, damn, just tell me. Because oftentimes this can make a Pisces end up ghosting you, Libra. And then it starts acting like you don't even exist. Now, the next thing is that Libras, oftentimes they act fake nice. And see, a Libra, it don't matter whether it's a male or female. They can smile in your face, but then something ain't adding up, see? As if they're up to something. And here's the thing. Pisces intuition goes off and then the trust disappears, see? So sometimes you got to know, like, the minute something feels off, you got to go along with it, Pisces. Now, the next thing is that Libras oftentimes, they flirt with everybody. And this could be a problem. So, let's say the Libra starts to collect attention, like Pokemon cards. And then all of a sudden, the jealousy ends up turning into distance. Now, the next thing is that Libras, oftentimes, they can't make their mind up. So here it's like, bro, come on. See, pick something already. Don't have us waiting. And worst case scenario is that Pisces ends up getting tired of waiting on Libra and makes the decision for the both of you. The next thing is that Libra oftentimes avoids conflict. So here, it could be a situation where it's like, yo, quit sugarcoating everything and just be straight up. And then all of a sudden, worst case scenario is those little issues, they pile into one huge argument. Now, the next thing is that Libra oftentimes cares too much about appearances. So it could be a situation where the Pisces feels like, oh, you're worried about looking good instead of being real. And see, worst case scenario is that Pisces ends up feeling emotionally disconnected afterwards. Now, the next thing is that Libras oftentimes tell everybody's business, see? And a lot of times it's like, damn, do the whole neighborhood have to know? And then worst case scenario, the Pisces ends up never trusting the Libra again with personal stuff again, okay? So Libras oftentimes play both sides. And see, it's like, yo, whose team are you on today? And worst case scenarios, the Pisces will end up cutting the Libra off for good. Another thing is that Libra oftentimes dismisses Pisces' feelings. So here it's like, okay, don't tell me I'm tripping. So worst case scenario, this can lead to a Pisces going through an emotional shutdown. Now, Libra oftentimes wants attention 24/7. So it's almost like, damn, do you need an applause every 5 damn minutes? And see, worst case scenario is that the Pisces ends up walking away from Libra. Now, Libra oftentimes likes to keep changing plans. So a Pisces could feel like, damn, you keep switching up again. So this can make the Pisces just stop inviting the Libra altogether. It's almost like a Pisces just won't even ask you to go anywhere with them anymore, okay? Now, Libras oftentimes avoid accountability. So here it's almost like it's always somebody else's fault with Libra. It's never their fault. It's like, oh yeah, such did this to me. So what this can lead up to, worst case scenario, is that the respect disappears. Another thing is that Libras oftentimes like to joke during serious moments. So it could be a situation where, you know, maybe someone fell, and all of a sudden a Libra could just behave in a certain type of way where it's like, oh, they think it's funny. And it's like, yo, Libra, this ain't the damn comedy club. This ain't the time to be playing around. See, so this oftentimes, in a worst case scenario, leave the Pisces feeling misunderstood. Now, another thing is that Libras oftentimes like to keep their exes around. So sometimes even after being broken up with one, they will constantly or tend to bring them up or bring them around as if they're still together. So it's almost like, damn, why are these people still in your phone? See, worst case scenario, this can lead to the Pisces going through the constant suspicion with Libra. Now, Libras oftentimes, they love mixed signals. So here it's almost like one day they're in love, the next day they're confused. So worst case scenarios that the Pisces ends up checking out emotionally. Now, oftentimes Libra ignores intuition. Hell, they could shut off a Pisces intuition if the Pisces lets them. So oftentimes your gut could be screaming that, hey, you still ain't listening. See? So worst case scenario, the Pisces could look at the situation as the pattern, which builds up to the boundary, and then what needs to be placed is because there's the same mistakes that keep repeating themselves. Now, another thing is that Libras oftentimes love validation. So here it's like, oh, you posting just to hear people gas you up. In other words, the Pisces can come at the Libra in such a way, and then as an end result, worst case scenario, a Pisces could get exhausted by needing what? By the need for approval. See? Up for that Libra. Now, another thing what Libras like to do is compare relationships. So here it's almost like a Pisces could feel like, damn, you know, stop measuring us up against everybody else, because worst case scenario, that's how insecurity grows. Now, another thing with Libras, they like to stall decisions forever. As I mentioned, they like to keep people waiting at times because the indecisiveness just is that strong. So it's like, damn, you done held my whole day up. You done held this up for 3 damn weeks. Come on, by now you should be able to decide. So worst case scenario, as an end result, that's how the opportunities between Pisces, male or female, that's how they end. That's how they disappear. Now, Libras oftentimes mistake Pisces silence for weakness. So here, it could be a situation where the Pisces feels like, hey, I'm just quiet because I'm thinking. But then the Libra might think that the Pisces, male or female, is scared. So worst case scenario is the fact that then one day the Pisces is gone without another word. And then the Libra's left wondering like, oh, what the hell just happened? So like I say, this just points out the whole situation between Pisces spazzing out on Libra. It didn't have to be a male or female, as you guys know. If it resonates, smash the like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.